everybody, Mike McWilliams upstairs to the right music channel. A little bit of housekeeping before we get started here today. On Sunday nights at 11 p.m. Central European time, we have a live stream that we do called Sunday at Mike's. I would really love it if you took the time to join in wherever that finds you in the morning, afternoon, or evening. 11 p.m. Central European time is when we all get together and have a great time, and we'd love it if you joined in too. All right, I have a tale of two guitars today. The first guitar is a guitar that quite frankly made this channel. This is the one that brought a lot of eyes and attention to this channel. This is the 1959 Epiphone, produced in the Guangzhou factory in China. When I got this back in January of 2021, I was one of the first ones to review it. Take it down to a Luther, have his thoughts on it, and I have played this guitar and used it on recordings since I've had it. The idea, the concept with Gibson Epiphone behind this guitar was to emulate a historical guitar, the 1959 Les Paul. They added a long neck tenon. They took away the usual back veneers that they do on these Epiphones and they replaced it with a solid back. A lot of things that they did to this guitar in order to up the specs on this as opposed to what they were normally putting out, and they did a fantastic job. A limited edition badge here on the back states that this is a limited edition guitar. Unfortunately, the people at Epiphone don't own a dictionary, so they are not quite clear on what the concept of limited means, because since this one was produced in September of 2020, since that date they have been steady pumping these out. Something that I find a little troubling. It still doesn't take away from the quality of this guitar. Well, somebody else back in 2021 took a look at these Epiphones 59s and said, hey, you know what, that's pretty cool. 50s wiring, CTS caps, all that great stuff, but what if we did it a little bit better? And that's what this guitar is. This is made by Vox Humana. It is a company here in the Netherlands. They are basically a parts company, like all parts that you could think of, or Stewie Mac. They decided to produce their own line of electric guitars, Telecasters, Stratocasters, and Les Pauls, where they had the bodies made in Japan, and they would ship the body over and finish up with USA Gibson parts or replacement parts. And they said, let's give that a shot, and they created this guitar. This is the Stoner line of guitars. Very interesting name for a guitar being based in the Netherlands. I wonder if there's a tongue-in-cheek there. But anyway, despite that name, this is exactly that. This is closer in regards to the, inspired by 59 over here, to the true 59 Les Paul than that one. African mahogany back, two-piece back, maple AAA flame top. You can also see the cutaway. Here you can see the maple cap and the cutaway, which is a premium feature that you only find on USA standards. CTS wiring, orange drop capacitors, body shape and style. Look at that headstock, that'll look familiar to you. The same dimensions as a USA standard. You can't really unsee this once you see it. I'll show it to you. Take a look at the tailpiece and the bridge on these two guitars, and you'll see that this one is a lot closer together than this one. That's because this is made to the USA Imperial standard that you would find on any Gibson. This is typical of most Asian guitars. The way that that's constructed. So this is actually constructed again well, not more, exactly like a USA standard in that regard. Headstock angle, they decided to go with 14 degrees, which I'm happy with. The 17-degree angle is a perilous thing. They did the neck without fret nibs. That was another option that they didn't do that you would find on a standard. And this is shot with poly and not with nitro. To be honest with you, as you know, I prefer poly. I don't like the fret nibs because the strings can get caught between the frets and the nibs, so that's not always a great thing to have either. And also when it comes to doing a fret change, it's an expensive thing to replace. So other than that, they did really a shame. They put to shame Epiphone. Tuners are the same tuners that you would find on Eastman guitars. I'm familiar with these tuners, really great. The pickups are Mojo tones in here. It's either Mojo tone, the dealer told me. I bought this secondhand. I had to call the dealer to get some information about it so we could talk about it today. They're either Mojo tones in here or Tone Writer Alabamas. So Alnico 4 or Alnico 5 pickups, they sound fantastic. Far superior than the Burstbucker 1 and 2 that you get over here in the Epiphone. All right, at the end of the day, guys, this is a far superior guitar over the Epiphone. I used to say that the Epiphone will get you 95% of the way there to a Gibson USA. I'm going to have to revise that and say that that'll get you 90%. This will get you 95% of the way there. Dang well, almost 99%. If you look past the 2 or 3 differences between this and a USA standard, the way that it's shot with poly instead of nitro, the headstock angle and no fret nibs. Other than that, a 50s neck, same as over here on the 59 Epiphone. So it's a chunky neck, comfortable to play. If you look at all those things and take them in totality, you'll see that really, this is what the Epiphone 59 was trying to be. So the fretboard on this guitar over here is actually rosewood. It is not Indian laurel that you find over here on the Epiphone, another feature that I like a lot. Not that I mind laurel over rosewood, however, you can really see that it is nicer to have rosewood over the laurel. Although the laurel fretboard over here on the 59 I found to be quite sufficient. I'm not interested in having multiple Les Pauls, so between the two of these, one of them has to go. And I think you pretty much can tell which one that's going to be. As much as I appreciate this 1959 Les Paul by Epiphone, it does not even begin to hold a candle to this Vox Humana Les Paul. To be frank with you, this one, when you hold it, I talk about the feel. This has the gravitas and feel. You can feel that it's a better guitar than this one, just in holding them. Looking at them, without any question, there's that as well. This will be staying, and the Epiphone will be going. I do appreciate the time that I spent with this Epiphone guitar. I'm sure the next owner will enjoy it as much as I did. But to be frank with you, this is a far superior instrument, and I would be remiss if I were to not keep this one. As a matter of fact, it would be kind of stupid. Now, the cost of this guitar is $1,099 you can have without a case. If you were to add an Epiphone case to this, that will run you up, like you get with the 59 over here, that will run you about $1,250 for this guitar, as opposed to the $999 that this one is going for. So something to think about there. You are spending a little bit more money, you're not getting a case, but you're getting a far superior guitar in terms of the woods, in terms of the construction. Just overall, this is quite frankly, again, more similar to a 1959 Les Paul than the Epiphone that this one is actually is kind of kicking the butt up. All right, that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this brief discussion regarding this tale of these two guitars. Tell me what you think down in the comments section, which one you like and which one you would keep. I'd love to hear from you. Again, Sunday nights at 11 p.m. Central European Time, we have the live stream. Please join in. If you haven't subscribed to this channel and you like the contents, hit the subscription button and join the community. If you like today's contents, hit the like button. All of you guys, don't forget that. It helps with the algorithm here on YouTube. And until the next one, you guys have a good one. Take care of yourselves, and I will say bye-bye.